And so now you say you learn trust and probate from this attorney, but you particularly are in litigation. Having worked with you, that's really the area that you focus in, I think. Or how would you describe it? I guess.
So yes, I do mostly litigated cases. Uh, every case usually starts out as a really nice probate administration, and then as you go forward, you realize that there's unusual elements to it, and many of them end up being probate litigation. So you don't know when you go. Well, sometimes you know. Sometimes when you start a probate administration case, you know you're going to have litigants. That's the nature of the family relationships. Usually indicates to you what's going to happen. But many times you don't know. Many times you start a very nice probate by a family member and then end up in many different types of lawsuits within a probate case. So that's always a possibility. But family dynamics govern whether there's an outside relationship, whether or not there's children from a prior marriage involved, or siblings that just simply hate each other because something had gone wrong during their childhood. That usually, those are good indicators that there's a large possibility of litigation in this case, in any case. It happens in trust, happens in probates, happens in conservatorships. All of those feelings kind of work themselves in.
So I say in real estate, nothing good happens from the day you open escrow until you close and get the check and the customer gets their proceeds. It can only get worse, never better. My experience in probate says it's the same thing. The longer it goes, even that friendly probate when it starts can start to turn acrimonious and I guess litigious at some point. Is that your experience with it?
Yeah, well, that's not always true. When you start probate, it can turn good or bad. I mean, just like any escrow would. Sometimes you open the probate and there's no bag of worms. There's nothing unusual, and you go forward and you finish a case after about a year in LA County, and then you're a happy camper. But it's an unpredictable business in the sense that because emotions are involved, we're tied to somebody else's feelings, and we can't always gauge how they feel. I mean, we think we do, but we can't always gauge that.